Alright, now that I got one mission down, let's go see some more upgrades. I get drive and overdrive here, I think, because they're somewhat useful, I suppose. They deal a bit more damage than other rebellion attacks, and I still leave Ebony and Ivory alone because Ebony and Ivory are almost useless if they're not staggering. I mean, they are almost useless. Alright, on to the next mission, but we got cutscenes first. Maybe I'll shut up. Maybe. There's AIM dialogue.
Welcome to the Order.
Not what I was expecting.
That's the idea.
I kinda like the jump cuts. Like, you don't
Demons are
always
amongst us,
show
Dante.
the characters
They are
moving.
enslaving mankind. The world is
No,
asleep,
I'm going to point out
brainwashed and helpless.
a better example later on, like much later on, but I actually like the way
We're a
the
small
cutscenes.
handful
I
of
love
freedom
the
fighters. We
how
are
it's
the
like
last
almost
and only
like
line of defense.
cinematography. I mean,
You got no chance.
there's just a lot of stuff
We
that
don't
goes
leave things
that
to
went
chance.
into
We've
like making a story of this,
accumulated
and just
vast intelligence on the
the
demons
camera effects
and
are great.
operators. World
All the
leaders,
cutscenes are
bankers, pop stars.
actually look
Making it the
normal.
murderers.
That I mean, look natural, I should say. It's not anything huge and ginormous like the other DMC games. That's not to say that, you know, these things, the cutscenes are perfect. It's just, like I said, it's a bit more
Dante.
realistic. It's a bit more
It really is you.
relatable, especially with the character models. Like, I absolutely love
You don't remember me.
the
No.
facial expressions on the character models, and movements as well, just of the character models.
How much of your childhood do you remember?
Not much. I had meningitis when I was 7. Wiped my memory. Why?
They told me I had a car accident that resulted in total amnesia.
Like right here,
Age?
look at
7.
Dante's face.
Your point?
Like it seems a bit more realistic than the other
You are not
games,
human, Dante.
at least.
All war is fought with deception, and you have been deceived. Your past has been hidden from you for a reason.
Rewind a bit. Who are you again?
Anyway, here's if
My name is Virgil.
anyone who's actually played the
I established the Order to help
original
find a way to fight
series,
the demons.
they would immediately know who
Besides
this
swords
guy
and bullets,
is.
You mean?
Such
like,
weapons can win battles, but not the
immediately.
war.
As
We
soon as they
force,
saw
yes,
the
We also
katana,
use intelligence,
the white hair,
politics, propaganda.
and I'm gonna spoil it for you.
Really
It's Virgil.
believe
It's
you can make a
Dante's
dent?
brother,
Make a dent.
his twin brother. And it's just
With the two of us working together, I believe that we can defeat them.
So that's what this is about. You need me to fight the demons, help you save the world.
yeah. Virgil got like an
else
overhaul,
are you planning
pretty
on doing
much.
with your
Like his
life?
entire personality
You guys
was
do seem really
changed.
nice, but I'm more of a
like
loner
this
type.
guy doesn't have
Trust
honor.
issues,
This guy
work alone,
has
that kind of thing.
tactics.
Dante, I don't think you understand what is at stake.
If you want to leave, turn your back on me, I'm powerless to stop you. But you'll be making a grave mistake. Not just for yourself,
Virgil
but
was
for
explaining
mankind.
that
For mankind,
the
yes.
Order has
Makes you think
been
I'd give a shit.
around for like the past few years, and trying to change what
Please give me a chance to
trying
show
to
you
undermine what Mundus has been
Show me
doing.
what?
who you really are.
Yeah, I hate this. The cutscenes. I don't want to say that. Scrap that last thought. I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about Virgil. Or the First Order. First Order. Sorry, I just came out from Star Wars. The Order. Good movie, by the way. Not gonna spoil it. The Order. Has like a lot of intel. There's like a lot of stuff going into the Order, and
This was your home.
like they actually like know all this stuff about Mundus. You know what
Cat,
all
open
the
gateway.
demons stuff. And luckily, they don't tell Dante about it until 2 missions later.
What are you doing?
Our world and Limbo are very close.
Dante's here, just like, what are you doing?
collide. In places causing
Like I had no you're supposed to be doing something. So what are you doing?
It's here in the rifts
But
that we can create.
she just explained that Limbo and the real world are just so closely are just so close together that there are certain points in both worlds where they actually touch, and that she makes these portals
iron shavings,
that are where the two worlds touch.
Go ahead. The house holds
Now I don't
secrets.
know the
I
exact
found mine.
effects,
That's your
or
job.
rather the limits
I'll get
of
back.
how the
Take care of that.
portals work, but apparently only
careful.
Dante can use them or so.
Get rough in there.
I like it rough.
Like Cat can activate them, quote unquote, like we're going to see later on. But
Is this really going to work? He doesn't seem to care.
Cat can activate them. Dante
you
can
were when I
interact
first
with
found
them,
you.
I should say. I think we're supposed to get like hinted romantic we're supposed to get like a hinted romantic feelings between Cat and Virgil. Like Cat has some kind of romantic feelings for Virgil, but luckily it's never elaborated upon. But anyway, gameplay.
So this was my home. Well, show me your secrets.
This place is kind of big for... I don't want to say big. I want to say it's kind of elaborate for what you have to do in this particular mission, because you probably won't memorize this place on your first run through. But there's actually quite a number of secrets here, quite a number of collectibles you can't get until later on in the game when you have the appropriate weapons and or movement abilities. Like, and you have to revisit some missions if you want to do 100%, just because some of the missions you can't do until you have certain weapons. Like you can revisit missions completely with the weapons you have and or movement abilities. Like earlier in the last mission, there was a breakable door, but I didn't have the weapon to go through with it, so I had to ignore it. Right here, there's blue vines over there, but I can't reach it, nor can I cut through the blue vines, so I have to wait until much later in future missions before I can access that part of the mission.
I remember this place.
I kind of like this small effect, but like the books generating stuff, like traveling through past. But I also thought it was somewhat unnecessary because we can. Because what did that really do? Dante remembers this part of the house, but it doesn't. But it doesn't really do much for it.
Sparta.
For him.
My dad.
Also, this game goes through great lengths to make sure that Sparta never has a face. And I mean great lengths. Like defying physics almost. And you have some more of these moop moops. Hey look, concept art. I will never look at it. I'm the kind of person that actually likes looking through concept art too, but I still will never just go through it just because I want... Because this game is fun by itself. I don't need concept art for a story. Moreover, the story for this game is somewhat weak. Like, it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of like... In all truth, it's kind of like a B-rated movie. Like, it has that kind of
You're up next.
storyline and plot. Then we have this guy. I absolutely hate this guy because I don't have the weapon. They give you the weapon right after this guy for you to beat him with. I keep trying to go for this guy forward because this guy's defenses are almost impregnable. As in, they cannot get you pregnant. But yeah, I try to get behind this guy. That's when you're going to get some. nice stuff. Also, I think that was rather clever of me. I'm not striking my dick or anything, but I am. I use every Ivory to jug the guy in the air before I
What are you
use
trying to show me?
Stinger and 1,000 Slashes. I thought it was weird how the game requires you to actually move toward the picture. Like, there was no trigger for you to go straight to it. Anyway, we're introduced another game mechanic. We have this badass weapon, the Arbiter. A huge demon axe that you can swing, and it does a hell of a lot of damage. No pun intended. But yeah, you want to use this guy against the more heavily defensed nukes. Come over to Arbiter. The only thing about the Arbiter is that it does not do very well in the air. Like all the thing the Arbiter does in the air is sends things to the ground. Also, that was a very well timed axe swing, because not only did it parry the original enemy's attack, but also flew him up into the air after he damaged the guy. Yeah, you see, the Arbiter actually breaks the shields, which is nice. Of course, if you want to go for south points, you kind of don't want to rely on the Arbiter too much. Trust me, it's very easy to rely solely on the Arbiter, but if you want those south points, you're going to have to go back to Rebellion at some point.
Who's there?
Not that Rebellion is bad, it's just...
Whoa!
By the way, I don't have the movement ability to get that Lost Soul right there, but I can get this one. I hate when the Lost Souls are elevated, because maybe you'll hit it with Rebellion, maybe you won't. Is there anything else? I hear spiders. That was it. By the way, I'm using Windows Movie Maker for doing post. I can't hear the game audio. I might have to change to a different program. Oh well. Maybe this will be a one-time deal, hopefully. It's supposed to give you a small little tutorial on how they can break this Arbiter can break shields, but I think they give you a tutorial a little bit later on. It's supposed to be another, like, getting your feet wet with doing some more Arbiter attacks. Oh, yeah. And the thing about Arbiter is that it is pretty much the most damaging thing you have, really, for the entire game. It has the highest natural damage output, I think. I say natural because we get another weapon later on that can be charged, I think, to surpass the Arbiter, but like I said, it has to be charged.
Dante.
And so, I actually don't like the other demon weapon we get. It's called the Eric's. I'm spoiling it a bit. It's this charged weapon I was talking about. I don't like it simply because it has to be charged if you really want to get this maximum use. I don't like charging things. I really don't. Because I kind of want to move fast. You know, if I have time to charge, why can't I have the time to do all these other moves? I guess that's my mentality. Also, you see that guy back there being stunned? That happens sometimes when you use when you like do something that damages the enemy's defenses. Like, it happens sometimes. It usually happens when you're using Arbiter, because usually defenses are in the form of a shield. And sometimes defenses are also in the form of berserk attacks, which we'll get into in the next mission. It's more content art that I'll never ever look at. I'll never let you see it.
That was me.
I guess that's fine.
I remember this.